Hello, welcome to my channel. This week I'm going to have a go at making the Bane sword from Heroquest. All we have to go on is one single picture, and it's not even a complete one. So I'm going to have to make my own interpretation of this sword. I've sketched out my basic design on this sheet of paper. I've got the blade, the handguard, and then the pommel. I just need to transfer all this onto a sheet of PVC board and then cut them all out. I cut down the 20mm section of pipe for the handle. I'll need to stick several layers together for the pommel and the handguard, and that will greatly increase its thickness. And once I've glued all the layers of the pommel together, I'll mark out where the pipe is going to be inserted. And then set to work with the Dremel. First I need to smooth down all the edges before carving out the basic shape, before finally boring out a hole for the pipe. And then I test fit the pipe, making sure it fits. And then I cut out the pieces for the handguard. This will be 5 layers thick altogether. I cut out a groove at the middle layer. This is so that I can insert the blade. And then it's just a matter of sticking all the layers together. As you can see, I use these clamps to hold the pieces together while the glue sets. As you can see, this is the middle layer, so the sword slots in like so. And once I've evened out all the edges, I drill the hole for the handle. And then I give everything a test fit so far. The handle's a little bit too long, so chop a little bit off. There's a decorational piece which goes around the base of the sword, so I'll make that next. Off camera I give this a blast with my heat gun, and this made the plastic malleable for a few seconds, and I'm able to wrap it around the sword. I do the same to the other side, and this is what it looks like. using a wood burner and burning the details. It's always advisable to wear a mask when doing this. And I'll repeat the same process for the writing on the handguard. I'm drilling a hole underneath the hilt so I can insert a jewel. This is just so I can add another layer of detail. And then I'll glue that into place. I add on further detail to the wrist guard. I use the heat gun again to bend these two pieces into shape, and they just slip right on. I apply a shallow cut down the centre of the blade, and using the Dremel at an angle, I carve out the groove. It takes a few careful passes to get this right, and I have to be careful not to cut straight through the blade. I smooth this out with sandpaper. I repeat the same process all the way around the edge of the blade. I don't want it too sharp, I want it actually quite dull so it's safe to use. As per usual, the edges are smoothed out with sandpaper. I can start gluing the pieces together. Super glue works very well with PVC. I mix up a little bit of green stuff to fill in the gap at the top of the handle, and that's evened out with the help of this tool. And then using the Dremel, I add a few chips and cuts to the blade. And then I glue this decorative piece to the blade, but I don't glue the blade to the handle just yet. And now it's time to prime everything. I sand everything down one last time using some very fine sandpaper. Then I went on to paint all the bronze areas. The blade I sprayed silver. The metal ring under the wrist guard I painted in gunmetal. The decorative piece on the sword was painted bronze. I used this black panel liner to fill in all the indents, as well as the dents and scratches on the sword. Using a lighter bronze, I dry brush all the edges to make them stand out a little bit more. Now we move on to the weathering stage. I apply black weathering powder to all the edges, as well as various random spots. And for the darker areas I use a lighter weathering powder. And it's time to seal in all that paint with matte sealer. This will also dilute the weathering powder and make it much more subtle. I add a drop of super glue to the top of this handle so I can begin to apply this pleather wrap. Add some more super glue to the end and carefully finish off the wrap. I've added super glue to the base of the sword and push that into place, and then this sword is finished. The Orc's Bane is ready to slay some orcs. And remember one thing, it cannot be used by the wizard. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.